Y'all with the business here, man? It's your boy Mark broadcasting live, man. And I'm back with another video on this beautiful Saturday. This is one of the beautiful perks about being on this Southeast, man. I can come to the crib whenever the shit I want to, man. But anyway, let me unlock this gate real quick. And today I'm going to attempt to explain to you the perks. I ain't gonna really say perks, but I'm gonna attempt to explain to you how this fuel surcharge works. Alright, well hold on, let me unlock this gate. I would put a automatic gate opener on this gate. That's what I initially planned on doing, but this right here is just temporary. We'll start working on our shop sometime this year. I'm loaded, so got the call from good people out there at Prime Ink. They said, Marco, you've been gone for too long. Your ass need to come get a load for you have to go through orientation again. I was like, all right. So I got this load going down to Florida. And I'm gonna knock out real quick. Stay tuned. Let me get to the office and get situated, and I'll get back with y'all in a second. All right, we gotta get out of here, so just gotta make this real quick. Gotta make it real quick. Look at the big Don, the big me. Whew. All right, let me put some of this stuff up. Look. I always love my little cabinet, my little title cabinet. Look. Anytime you ever question whether you can get these titles from Prime, always come and visit the big Don, the Don Meg. I had to go and do all my annual reports and shit. Whew. I was gonna put all this stuff somewhere, but this building is temporary. Hopefully sometime this year we'll start groundbreaking on the land out there for our permanent shop area. So let me see. Let me try to show y'all this real quick, how this works. I've been working so my hands are a little dirty. Let me see. Let's go to Trucker Path. The reason we gonna go to Trucker Path, my phone finna die too, so hopefully I can show you this real quick. All right, let's see what we got around us. All right, so we got around us a Pilot. Good city, we got a Pilot TA and the Loves. The reason I'm showing you this so we can look at the current fuel prices. All right, so it says the fuel price at this particular Pilot is $5.22. So let's just write that down so we don't forget. $5.22. All right, so that's the pump price. Now, if I go in here to the app and go to fuels and services, I'm not driving, I ain't log out. So what we pay at the pump, my phone finna die. What we gonna pay at the pump is $4.13. I would say $4.14. Okay, so $4.14. Let me get my calculator out so I won't be fumbling these numbers. All right, so let's see the difference in that. 5.22 minus 4.14. All right, so we saving $1.08 off the pump, off jump. Okay, off the fuel, off jump. All right, so that's what we saving, $1.08. That's just Prime's contract with Pilot. Okay. Now, if you go, so I told you I was on this load, right? So the load that I'm on is going down to Florida. All right, so if you look at my load, I'm going 954 miles total for $26.91. And I never accept because you never know, might be some bullshit. So if I take, and I got $3.30, what is it, $333.90. So what I'm gonna do is divide it. I already know how much it is. It's about 34 cents. Our fuel contract is about 34 cents right now, I think. But we'll just do it off the numbers. So 333.90. Wait a minute. 333.90 divided into 954 miles. It's 35 cents. I thought it was 34 cents. So 35 cents. So Prime is giving us 35 cents in surcharge per mile. That's our fuel surcharge. All right. So now, if you look at this, 414. So my truck, let's just say it averages about, just on the low end, about 8 miles a gallon. So I divide that by 8. So this fuel is 52 cents a gallon right now. 52 cents a mile. So I'm spending 52 cents a mile on fuel at 8 miles a gallon at $4.14 price. All right. So that's more than what they're giving us in fuel. Okay. So minus 35 cents. So minus, I just say 35. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and round it up because they be playing with these numbers, making it like, ain't no such thing as 0.9. They're just going to round up anyway. So 17 cents is the difference. So for every mile under this current contract that we under, I'm losing 17 cents. When I say losing, that means I'm having to come out of pocket. That means my load line haulers paying for my fuel. That's 17 cents. So let's just look at this right here like this. Let's just say we did 954 miles total. Just divided that by 8 miles a gallon. So that means I'm going to need 119, let's just say 120 gallons of fuel to run this load. All right. 120 gallons of fuel. I'm going to go ahead and put it up to 120 times 17 cents out of pocket. That means out of pocket, I'm having to pay an extra $20.40 out of my line right there. Okay. So out of that, $23.57, I'm having to pay an extra $20.40 in fuel to run this load. That makes sense. How much is the line? I didn't calculate the line. So $23.57. $23.57.63 divided into 954 miles. So this load paying $2.47 just off the muscle. And that it's paying more than that because, let's just say the empty miles. Without the empty miles is what, $7.76. So if they would have dispatched this load like they should have to a truck that was closer, I ain't complaining about it now. Divided into 776 miles. That's the extra miles from the 01 to the 90 without the deadhead. This load was paying $3.03 a mile. Plus, the 35 cents that we get for the fuel contract. So that means if you look at it like that, let's see how much is the total. So the 26, 91, 53. I could have just added the 35 cents to it, but I'm gonna just do this math so it makes sense to everybody. 51.53 divided by 954. So $2.80 a mile. $2.82 a mile. So that ain't terrible. So I hope that makes sense. So go to your app, you at Prime, what the pump, well, we talking about the pump price and shit, none of that shit matters. Just go to your app, and then every fuel stop, if it's in network, it'll have what the fuel actually pays, the discount that you actually get. So what I do if I'm going somewhere, I'm looking at the cheapest. So this right here is the TA right here. This is Love's, I think. Yeah, that's in Russell. That's the Love's. That's the Pilot. So our contract is with Pilot. So you're always going to get cheaper fuel with Pilot and Flying J right now. And then next it'll be TA, and Love's is the last resort. That's what I tell my drivers. Pilot, Flying J first. TA is a second option. If you ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Love's is your last resort. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. So new people talking about fuel is $5.22. No. For y'all it's $5.22. For us it's still $4.13. And this right now is the contract. So it takes a while for these contracts to update. Now the next go round, the next period, that contract will probably be about 40 cents. So your loads gonna look like they increase, but really they're just increasing your fuel surcharge for the load. And it's still not gonna be as much as, probably fuel, but it's gonna knock that down a lot. So you're gonna give you an extra few cents. I done seen it. I don't know if I ever seen it to be 50 cents. Cause we was at this point once before where fuel was like $5 or $6. I don't know if it was that high or if it ever got that high like our surcharge did, but I mean, if it's not, like I say, at 120 gallons at 17 cents extra, I'm only paying for my load an extra $20.40. So it ain't that big of a deal for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal for me. Now, if I go look at another truck, let's go look at a fleet truck. Let's give us another example. Let me go see what my truck's at. Let's see what one at. Let's look at this one. All right, so Kane, that's the one I showed you the other day. Kane is on a load going from Tar Heel, North Carolina to whatever. I forgot. So how many miles with that? 1384. So let's see how much extra I'm paying in fuel. It's gonna be the same amount, 484.40. So I could just say 35 cents times the total miles, 1384, and that's gonna give me that number right there every time. Because it's simple math. It's all math. It's all an equation. So once you learn the math, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to calculate it off the rip. So that's the same number. All we did was backtrack at that time. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to, let me see if they'll let me go that far over, because I never tried to do it past my area. So let me see. Okay, yeah, they'll show you anywhere. So let's just say, okay, I forgot where they was coming from, where they was going. Let's just say, I think they was going to North Carolina, one. My little dirty ass nails. I'm ready to get out of here. Let's see how much the fuel is in North Carolina. So let's just say they filled up in North Carolina at whatever this is. So that's 421. 420. So they on I-40. What is this? This or what? That's a TA. So let's find a Pilot, since our contract is with Pilot. It's probably a Pilot right there. Okay, that's a Pilot right there. All right, so TA is cheaper than Pilot in this case. All right, so we'll go with the TA since it's cheaper. So we get 4. Nah, I'm saying it's cheaper. 6 cents cheaper. So let's see. What little city this is. This is West Set. West Set. This is North Carolina. Right outside of Greensboro. Let's just go to Greensboro real quick. It's just another example we're gonna do. All we gotta do is let's see how we get to Greensboro. I should be able to just type it in, but since Greensboro is a pretty nice city, we should be able to find it pretty easy. That's Greensboro right there. Alright, so that's the TA. Okay. Did that say Wichita? That the same one? It's a pilot. There was a little town called Wichita, so I don't know if it's the same one, but it's on the 472 on this app, so this might not be the same. Did I say Greensboro? I did say Greensboro, didn't I? Pilot. That'd be the pilot. I don't know, but we'll just use the 4. We'll just use this number. So that's 421. So 1384 dividing 8 miles a gallon. She's gonna need 173 miles or 173 gallons to run this load. Who calling me? Let me get off this real quick. All right, I'm back. All right, so look, 173. That's the gallons needed. I need to get me a little chalkboard and do these numbers for you. All right, so let's just see how much 421. This is, round that one up. 422 divided into 8. So 52 gallons. About the same as the other one. 52 gallons or 52 cents per gallon. Times, let me just take the 75. So we're going to say 53 since it was a 7. Times 173 gallons. Can't be right. Oh, no. We need 52 times. Well, that's what we're doing. 1384. So it's gonna cost us $770 if we just run it to what we doing. If you, that's a lot. That's more over. Oh, I don't know. What the fuck? That right? Nope. Maybe it is. I'm discombobulated right now. I forgot everything I just said. Anyway, I think that's right. I don't know. I forgot everything. So I'm gonna have to redo this video maybe. I doubt if I redo it again. Let me think again. So we got 1384 miles. Let me get back right. 1,384 miles total. Okay. Now, fuel with our discount is $4.22. Okay. 422 divided by 422 divided by 8 miles a gallon is 53 cents. So that's how we got the 53 cents. Now, at 53 cents a mile times 1384. That little cent made a difference there. God damn. 82. Make sure we did that right. 53 times 1384. Boom. 33. That's a lot more than shit. That damn. Hold on. Wait a minute, player. That's a lot goddamn more than that damn. That's a lot goddamn more than that little fuel discount. they just gave me. Let me go back and look at this. How much fuel discount we got? I thought it was 4. Or was that my truck that had the 484? Well, I thought hers was 484. She got a pre-plan. Oh, that's dang. I got a pre-plan going from Kentucky to Alabama. I hate when people call me on damn messenger. So we ain't getting up but 484. I must have did something wrong with mine. Let me go back and recalculate mine. So that's a big fucking difference. 484. Cause I wasn't worried. Now I'm fucking pissed off. $2. That's damn near $300 extra on fuel. Let me go recalculate mine, cause I must have did something wrong with my damn self. So we's at 52 cents, right? 35. That's what we getting. That gave us a difference of 17 cents. 17 cents a mile, right? If we going, let me just do it like I did that one. So it was 414 times, that's 414 a gallon times 120 gallons. That's 496.80. So we done fucked up some shit. How much did we get on the fuel surcharge? $3.90, $33.90. That's more than what I had calculated. What the shit I'm doing? $33.90. $496.80 minus $33.90. 160. Oh Lord, that's way different than $20. Oh Lord, I thought that was $20. How did we get the fucking $20? We said 17 cents times. That's what extra. Times how many miles we run? 9. Oh, okay, I fucked up. I had miscalculated something. All right, so that's what it should have been. 117 times the miles, 954, and that's gonna give us 162.90. Well, this will say 162.18. This will say 162.90. So it must have been closer to 18 cents. So if we do 18 cents times 354, I don't know, probably 17. I must didn't take the decimals out. We didn't take the decimals out, I don't believe. We just ran. I don't know. It's gonna be $163. Goddamn, either way you look at it. $163 extra. God damn. I thought we were doing something. Had fucking 20 fucking cents. That shit sounded good too, didn't it? Damn. 20 cents. I was like, ooh, we ain't paying but the extra 20 cents. Whole goddamn time paying the extra $162 on mine. That load an extra $299.12. Oh Lord, I'm going broke. Oh, help me, Elizabeth. It's a big one. Look at the beautiful dog up there. Me and Corleone. Anyway, it's your boy Mark broadcasting live, man. I was in here. I was trying to tell y'all some shit, and I done goddamn fuck. Depressed myself. Look, big dogs and Corleone. Don't worry about that. Anyway, it's your boy Mark. I gotta get out of here, man. We'll get up in the morning, take this load, and yeah, y'all be breezing, man. Stay tuned. Hey, don't worry about the little stuff you can't control, man. Control what you can control, man. It's more about this thing. Peace.